everybody? What's up? It's your boy Mike the Nauti Cruiser, and welcome to Throw Punch Thursday, Throw It Back Thursday, Thirsty Thursday. I'm drinking a hot cup of coffee Thursday because it's one of those days. Yes, it is. It's one of those days. It's a Thursday. It's a day of the week, a day that ends in Y. Why? I don't know. You ask me, but it is another day of the week. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. I appreciate y'all for smashing that like button on your way in the door. And before we even get into it, let's get rolling to the chat. First things first, I do have to confess, Scott, you were not first. Martin was the very first one to comment in the chat. He made sure to let me know last night by a text message, that he was first. So, I don't know if anybody else came in after Martin, but Scott is the first tonight. Chuck Spencer in the house, who I was mad at earlier, but I'm not mad anymore. And yes, Chuck, you do get a pass. Gay is in the house. Doug's in the house. Diabetic in the house. Who else we got in here? I seen Robin in here earlier. Robin's in the house. Moonlight Adventures, Josh and Chastity are in the house. John V is in the house. Jackie's in the house. And Diabetic already starting out. Mike is on time. Time to leave now. Oh, that's not saying I'm on time. It's Mike's here. Time to leave now. Yeah, that's it. Get out. Get out, every last one of you.
Awesome! Thank you very much.
Julie Thomas is in the house. What's going on, everybody? It is Thursday. I see a couple questions in the chat, and we're going to touch base on those. It's an exciting week. Celebration Key is officially open for Carnival Corporation, and there are some changes, some big changes coming to the Princess Plus and Premier that have already actually went into effect. So we're going to touch base on all of those things tonight. We're going to talk about my upcoming sailing on the one, the only, the Star of the Seas, the second largest or first largest, however you want to call it, because Martin will tell me I'm wrong, cruise ship in the world. So we definitely have a lot to go over. There's been some exciting things that arrived at the house this week, and some exciting news for all of you that are going to Alaska in July of next year. So let's get right into it, right? Let's see. I see the first question here is a question for Mike. Will the changes announced for the Premier and Plus affect us, or are we grandfathered in because we booked it before the changes? Doug, you have nothing to worry about. Anyone that has booked Princess Plus or Premier prior to the changes going in effect is going to have the same package they booked. So there's going to be no different package for anyone going on board the July group cruise. Everything is going to be the same. The big thing that I've noticed, they got rid of a few things when it comes to like the desserts or the fitness classes and all of that stuff. And they added an additional perk of an onboard credit towards shore excursions, right? So depending on the length of your voyage really depends on the amount of shore excursion credits you get. For 6 days to 9 days, you get $100. For 10 to 20, you get $200, and $300 for voyages of 21 days and up. So there's that added perk into the package, and they had to make way for that perk by eliminating a few other perks. Now, I do see the Plus package comes with 15 drinks per day. So the concern in the group was, are we going to have 15 drinks that counts as sodas, coffees, whatever? It looks to be that way on the Plus package. So if you do have Princess Plus, it looks to be your sodas are counted towards that 15. I have to do a little more digging to know for sure if that is exactly how it is. But according to the wording, it seems to be that way. Premier, you don't have nothing to worry about. The Premier package is 100% unlimited. So all of your drinks, alcoholic beverages, sodas, coffees, things like that, you have nothing to worry about there. Princess also announced today the entertainment for the Star Princess. So for everyone going on board the Alaska group cruise on board the Star Princess, there are going to be 2 shows debuting, and they're actually really cool shows. So I have a flyer that I'm going to post in the group, but it talks about Star Princess debuts bold new entertainment for a new era at sea. The 2 original theater performances Immerse candlelight concerts and high-energy pop-up performances bring energy night to life aboard the newest Sphere-class ship. So there's going to be a little bit of information posted in the group about that, Facebook group, as well as the Alaska Group Cruise page. So you'll see all of that stuff. Julie Thomas is in the house. If I didn't say hi to you, hello, Julie. Ian from the Uber Cruisers is here, another one from the Down Under. And so we got all of that. I got some goodies here that came in the mail I want to show you. But let's touch base real quick about this hotel. So I have gotten some information back from a couple hotels now for the Alaska Group Cruise. One of them is the Grand Hyatt, and the Grand Hyatt is coming in at a whopping $317 per night after taxes. So it's right around the top number for everyone that has submitted the Google form, but it's still a little high in my realm, right? It's a little pricey. I've also heard back from the Coast Hotel, and the Coast is coming in at $270 per night. So I'm leaning a lot more towards Coast. I'm waiting for a few more pieces of information to come in from Coast. I should have got them today. As of the start of the live show, I have not. I did not get the email back from them yet. So if I don't have it back by tomorrow, I really should have it back by tomorrow. She told me today or tomorrow at the latest. So I'm not really too concerned there. So right now I'm leaning more towards the Coast Hotel. And it's a relatively nice hotel. It's really close to downtown Seattle. And the concern that I'm getting with a lot of people is the proximity to everything. So everyone that's filled out the form is in that realm of wanting to stay in the downtown Seattle area. Now, the problem with the staying in the downtown Seattle area is everything else tends to be an additional charge, whether it's a shuttle, whether it's breakfast or things like that. So I'm working with them to try and get a little bit more built into that price. So that way we have a little bit more of a inclusive feel than a non-inclusive feel. If I cannot get a shuttle through them, there's another company I've reached out to that's third party, and they will be able to provide a rolling shuttle service. I'm not 100% sure on the price yet, but according to past guests that I've spoken to that have done the same thing, it's between $15 to $20 a person. Now, the good thing about the Coast Hotel or the Hyatt, either one of those, is the light rail system in Seattle. You're able to take the light rail train from the Seattle SeaTac Airport and get into downtown Seattle for $3. You don't have to pay a $45 flat cab rate. You don't have to pay high, ridiculous Uber rates. It's $3 to take the light rail system, and it's about a 4-minute walk once you get off of the light rail system to the hotel from the station. So that's a perk in itself. And then everything in downtown Seattle is right there. So the Space Needle, Pike Place Market, the first Starbucks, local restaurants, things like that, the Gum Wall, all of the stuff that everybody wants to go and see and check out while they're in Seattle is a few blocks away from where the hotel is located. Now, the price point is out the door with taxes. So to pay $317 a night and stay at the Hyatt, or $270 per night to stay at the Coast, I am leaning more towards the Coast Hotel. That's my opinion. That's where I would rather stay if I was on the opposite side of the camera and just typing away on the screen. I would pick the one that was the least expensive. Right now, being the least expensive, there is a downfall. Let's say that. So with Hyatt, it's $317 per night for 2 adults and 2 kids. Now, the Coast Hotel is $270 a night for 2 adults and 2 kids. If you have more than 2 adults per room, like say it's Scott Cameron and two other adults in a room, at the Hyatt it'll be an additional $25 per night for those 2 adults, guests 3 and 4. At Coast it'll be $40 per night for those guests 3 and 4. Now, I don't think that's going to be an issue because there's not many that are sharing a room with 3 or 4 adults. So I don't think that's going to be a concern. Martin with the super chat. Haley must be doing an ultrasound. Let me slip this in.
Awesome! Thank you very much.
What are you going to do when she catches the replay, bro? What you going to do then? Get another text message? I saw the text message. I saw it. I saw what I said. So that's where we're at right now with the hotel. It's the whole reason I created that Google form and I sent that out to everybody so I can get an idea and a little bit of an understanding of what everyone is going to be comfortable with. It's your money. It's not mine. I'm not going to spend your money. That's for you to do. So I put this Google form together in order to be able to get an understanding of what everyone is comfortable with. So I think that 270 is a good rate. I'm not going to say it's a great rate because there are hotels that are cheaper. Now, let me tell you this. I got a rate back from a hotel for $175 a night. Here's the downfall. It's 12.8 miles away from downtown Seattle. So you're literally staying by the airport. And by the time you pay all this money to get down to the city center and then back to the hotel, you're going to be around that $270, $300 per night cost either way. Now, the plus side to the Coast Hotel is there's Wi-Fi and all of that. You get 2 bottles of water in the room. You get slippers in the room, things like that. They are willing to set up a little area for a meet and greet. No problem. Hyatt's willing to do the same. So right now it's pretty much just a what are you willing to spend type of situation. Now, if you're not wanting to spend more than $270, then I say, hey, Coast is the winner. I think Coast would be the better option. And the reason I'm saying that is because the World Cup goes through Seattle next year. So this is why I'm starting to get hotel rates now. I'm starting to book the shuttle now. I'm starting to book certain excursions now because the World Cup is going through Seattle. So with that being said, hotel rates, Uber rates, everything is going to start slowly going up over the next couple months. So trying to get locked in at a better rate now is where I am at. And currently, it's a battle between the two. Some of them say one thing, one says another thing, and then I'm like, all right, well, what about this or what about that? So hopefully by the end of this weekend, we'll have a contract with one of the two hotels. And I'll be honest, I'm leaning more towards Coast. If you are on the Alaska group cruise, let's just throw it out here now. Would you want to stay at Coast for $270 or Hyatt for $317? So write Coast or Hyatt in the comments. Martin got caught. Hey, hello everyone. I hope everyone is having a great week so far. Martin, you owe me $10. Martin owes Haley $10. How much do you think Martin's going to owe Haley by the end of the live chat tonight? I'm saying at least $30. Do you know how many are in the group so far? So far, I have 60 passengers in the group. I actually just booked 2 more ladies this morning, and I have another group of 4 that are going to get booked this weekend. So we're about 60 people. I have right now between 20 and 30 group rooms blocked out for the hotel. I can go up. That's not a problem. I have no issue going up. She already told me today that we can extend rooms for days before, or we can go up even more. And the group is right around 60 people. So it's a pretty decent sized group. Not too big, and I'm okay with that. It's kind of like more manageable, but I like it. Chuck Spencer in the house. Martin is trying to get in trouble.
Awesome! Thank you very much.
Martin's still holding that number 1 spot, though, so that was Martin's whole goal. I think he came in earlier and commented like 500 times just to maintain that number 1 spot. Oh, Databedic, look at that. Databedic, now everyone can get $1 off.
Awesome! Thank you very much.
Ain't no contest. Y'all are done. Don't even try to send anything else. You're not going to get the top spot this week. That's a done deal. He's already 3,000 XP above everybody else. Y'all, listen. I appreciate y'all so much for the super chats, and I'm going to say this again. And Databedic, I'm going to say this again because you were not in the Zoom call last week because I don't think I have you on Facebook, and I didn't remember to put out the Zoom call stuff. But there is another one coming at the end of the month or the beginning of next month. I said it during the Zoom call. do not feel obligated to put out any super chats for anything with me. I appreciate it. It's very much appreciated, but y'all do not feel obligated to do so. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of it. It helps keeping the channel alive. It keeps it growing. It keeps it going. I enjoy doing what I do, and I just enjoy hanging out with all of y'all. So I appreciate y'all very, very much. But y'all ain't getting that top spot back. That ain't happening. Mike, make sure Mike makes good on that dollar. LOL. I'll make sure everybody gets that dollar. Don't worry. Everybody will get that dollar. But it's been nice. I'm enjoying the process of it. And this is the first like real large group cruise, right? Like I do the Boats and Bros every year. That's fun. But this is the first group cruise where I'm flying across the country to another state to cruise to Alaska with a bunch of people. And it's taken off like wildfire. And I didn't expect to have nearly as many people as we do going. And that's the great thing, right? Because there's so many of you that are coming from so many different walks of life and so many different places. Like we got Doug and Heather coming in from Maple Ridge, BC. We got Gay and Dan coming in from Australia. We got Martin and Haley coming in from Texas. We got Chuck from Georgia. We got Julie and Nate from Ohio. So there's so many different people coming in to go on this cruise, and it's a welcoming feeling because it's like y'all are coming to cruise together, like we're all cruising together. It's awesome. I enjoy it. I don't have a book face or Instagram. I just enjoy hanging out with everyone here. Oh, you too, Mike. LOL. Well, listen, anytime I put out a Zoom, it'll go to the community tab, and I'll talk about it the Thursday before the Zoom call. So we're sticking with Saturdays at 7 o'clock Eastern, which works out perfect for everyone that's in Australia and all of that stuff. So that's the time frame we'll stick with on Saturdays. I'll put that in the community tab over here. I'll put the link out there and all of that stuff. Essentially, it's going to go out to channel members. So channel members will see it. I don't want to drop it for the whole universe because then we'll have a Zoom call full of everyone and they mama. Chuck said, I'm just going to sit here and eat my graham crackers and peanut butter. Everyone in the Alaska cruise should go order their shirts and hoodies. Yeah, listen, I mean, the site's there, the link's there. It's posted in the Alaska group cruise. I'm surprised. Like, I'm not surprised. I'm shocked they shipped that fast, Doug. I seen your comments earlier. Ordered at the beginning of the week, and they already shipped on a Thursday. I'm interested, too, to see how long it takes to get to Canada. And I'm really interested to see how long it takes to get to Gay in Australia. That's another one that I'm really interested in. But we had 3 people so far purchase their Alaska swag. I was not one of them. However, I will be real soon. The cruise is going to be the most awesome time ever. It sure is. Also, that means if anyone is talking to me on those platforms, you're being catfished. I am even excited about getting my t-shirt so I can start wearing it in advance. Break it in. Mike, what do you think about Celebration Key? So here's my thoughts on Celebration Key, right? I like the idea of the food and the cost of things at Celebration Key. And before you jump the gun and say, hey, well, it's a private island, they're outsourcing a lot of that to the island. So I believe it's bringing a lot more money to the local economy. And y'all know I love fueling the local economy. So I like the way it's set up. However, I do not think you should spend a ridiculous amount of money for a daybed or anything like that. Some of these cabana prices are in the thousands of dollars. I think that's a little bit of a stretch. But I like the way it's set up. I've enjoyed watching a few videos from some people, especially Lee Mason. He's put out some good content on it so far. And I enjoy seeing Celebration Key. Now, I'm not there until October, so it's going to be a little while before I get to actually step foot on the land there in Celebration Key. But I like the way Carnival has set it up. I enjoy Just the look of it, the world's biggest freshwater lagoon or the Caribbean's biggest freshwater lagoon, whatever it may be. It looks like it's a fun time. I definitely think I'm going to enjoy the adult access area more than anything because Carnival is known for that family-friendly vibe, right? So I like the option of having the adults only. I liked it with Perfect Day at Coco Cay. I enjoy the adults only area there, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to enjoy the adults only area here on Celebration Key. $9 a.m. here Sunday works for me as well. Yeah, private destination on island. Yeah, 100%. So you're right. It's not a private island. Either way, it's still private destination. It's still a private part to Carnival Corporation. Now, I'm more excited to see what they do with Half Moon Cay in the future and how they make that better. Same with Princess Key, right? Like if you've ever been on a Princess Cruiser, even Carnival goes there as well. So Princess Key is another one that's like a private destination. It's not a private island because it's on an island itself, but I'm really excited to see what they do with all of that. Gay is in the house with a super chat. Alaska rocks. She's trying to come for that number one spot.
Awesome! Thank you very much.
Where'd the chat go? The whole chat disappeared on me. The whole chat said, whoop. Did it come back? No, it did not. I got to get it again. I got to get the chat again. The whole chat just like went blank and disappeared. That's weird. We did Pearl Cove and enjoyed it. Didn't like the price though. And that's the thing, right? Like I think they're charging a lot for everything there. Like everything has an additional charge. And I'm not too fond of that. Pearl Cove is $99 and I get it. And $180 to include drinks and food. Paradise Beach is only $70. Right, but if you add like a day bed at Paradise Beach, you're kind of at that same point. Now, the one thing that stood out to me when I was reading all of the updates with the Princess Plus and Premier is how on there it says it will work on their private islands. And if it can work on one of Carnival Corporation's private islands, why can't it, or one of Carnival Corporation ships, their packages work on one of their private islands? Why can't Carnival's packages work on their private islands? To me, it's just a nickel and dime type thing. So let me see if I can't find it here. Where's most iconic? Blah, blah, blah. I don't remember where I read it. I don't know if it was on this part of it or if it was on the other part of it. Either way, I'll find it and I'll post it in the group. See full package terms and conditions. Patches and redemptions, valid permission. Yeah, I don't see it. I'll have to find it and post it in the group. But it says that it works on their private island. So I would assume that if they can do it with one corporation of ships, they can do it with another corporation of ships. Gay is in second now. Imagine if they start charging for food and drinks while on the ship at Celebration Key. Yeah, I think that would be a little insane. I know you're going to have to pay taxes, right? Like anytime you're in port, you pay taxes on anything you get drink wise. So that would be the same since you're in the Bahamas. You would end up having to pay taxes. YouTube is wrong with the rankings. Oh, don't be mad, Martin. Martin, you need to really stop calling me number 2. Been better, but I'll be all right. Martin, I'm down in the weeds now. They may add island eligibility as a rewards perk for high-level status members. That's what I would do if I was in charge. It was 10 drinks, but they don't keep track. We were at the grand opening, so I think that was the reason why. Yeah, I think that was the reason why, because there's a big scuttlebutt going on right now where your drinks on Celebration Key count towards your drinks in the drink package on board the ship. Now, to me, I don't think that would be a good thing if you're making me pay for them off the ship and then still counting them towards my drink package drinks. I'd be a little butthurt when it came to that situation. But I don't think there's that many people out there that need 15 drinks or more per day. I know I don't ever drink 15 drinks per day, ever. They charge gratuities and a $10 VAT tax. Yeah, see, that's, to me, that's a little too much. You never leave Hawaiian water, so you're always charged the tax. Did they ever figure out if you use the SAL card, if it counts as your 15 drinks? Yeah, 15 coffees. I do drink a lot of coffees. If you use a credit card, they can't track it. I don't think that's the case, Will G. I think they should. They still can track it if you use a credit card, because at the end of the day, your name is on your sign and sale card. Your name's on your credit card. I think there's still a way for them to track it. Now, should they? I really hope they don't. John V drinks more than 15 beers per day. Yeah, John, but when I've cruised with you, you are not like a pounder type guy. Like, you're not drinking to get smashed. You know what I mean? Like, you're not getting drunk and acting a fool on the ship at 15. You're just drinking 15 beers throughout the day. So I don't think 15 beers throughout the day is that I don't know. I don't think it's that crazy, to be honest with you. But we're talking like 15 cocktails off the ship and then 15 cocktails on the ship. I think that's just a little too much. I mean, your liver is going to be killing you by the end of that cruise. So let's talk about some of the stuff that's came in already for the Alaska group cruise. And I'm not going to show you everything because I don't want to give it all away, but the little temporary tattoos came in. And I got one and put it on Michael's hand so I could show you what it looks like. And not for nothing, that looks pretty awesome. So I can imagine Scotty being all tatted up on the Alaska group cruise with that temporary tattoo to go along with all the other tattoos he's got. And I got a bunch of lanyards in the mail. So 100 lanyards arrived at the house. But I got these ones individually wrapped. So instead of having them just thrown in my bag, they're individually wrapped, which makes my life a little bit easier. I also went ahead and ordered the trophies for trivia and the slot pools, and they will be here tomorrow. I ordered them 2 days ago, and they'll be here tomorrow. It's insane how fast things are coming. I'm like, all right, well, I have a little extra cash. Let's do this. Let's do that. And then everything shows up in days. It's insane how fast it comes. Grandpa's doctor told him that he could only have one beer a day, so he switched from a 12-ounce to a 22 Aussie bottle. One beer. That's the way it always is. We don't get the Carnival drink package. I don't get it either, unless it's given to me through the casino. So I don't pay for any upcharged drink packages, even on cruises where it's not gifted or comped. I'm not buying it. I'm not spending that much money on a drink package. That's a little insane. Yeah, it looks really cool, guy. I think it's a good little thing to add to the bag. 15 beers in one day, I would have to make sure that I knew where every bathroom is nearby. Yeah, that's the same with me. I already use the bathroom a lot due to medication I'm on. So if I'm drinking 15 beers a day, I might as well just sit right there by the bathroom. Dan won't get one, so I can get his and mine. I want a lanyard. Lake Cupid. So these lanyards are for the group cruise. So these are going to go inside the goodie bags on the Alaska State of Mind group cruise. Once you break the seal, it's over. Better late than never. What's going on, birthday girl? Somebody had a birthday this week. Lourdes had a birthday. Let's wish Lourdes a happy birthday. What do I have that could be a birthday? Here you go. Happy birthday, Lourdes. Birder. Everyone's saying hello to Lourdes. Can I drive up and pick up a lanyard? LOL. Where are you driving up from? I never had a tattoo before, so I'm excited. I like tattoos. I don't have any tattoos on my whole body. I was just born this way. This is how I came out my mother's womb. I was already inked up when I came out my mother. They were like, here you go, here's your baby. And then as I got older, I started riding orcas. Like that's what I started doing. Like even there I have tattoos. Like it's just been fun planning all of this stuff out for the group cruise. In all reality, and to be honest, it's been like a little kid in a candy store. I'm searching the internet. I'm trying to find little things to put in the bags. I'm trying to find little orca wows or little cruise ships and all of that stuff. And I'm absolutely enjoying it. It's been fun. Everyone's saying happy birthday to Lourdes. The big 7-0 could do a tramp stamp. I'll make sure I get one big enough that says Alaska State of Mind just for you, gang. Don't worry. Lake Cupid's in Fort Myers. I'm in Fort Myers every Sunday. The ink was expected, but the full beard at birth was a shock. LOL. So it's funny you say that because my mom, for the last, I'd say, probably like 10 years that I've been growing out my beard. Now, before my beard was like a mountain beard. It was literally down to like the top of my stomach. It was long. My hair was real long. My beard was long. My mom has tried to get me to shave my beard off and go back to the way I used to be. Now, I used to have a goatee. I never had a full beard. So, let's see if you can see this picture. This is my old passport picture from about 10 years ago. There was no beard. It was just the goatee. I'd had no beard whatsoever. And ever since, I'm not shaved the beard off. I'm not going back to the baby face. I can't do it. I need the beard. The beard needs me. We're meant to be, and that's just the way it is. It's never gonna come off. It's never gonna come off. Okay, so you can bring me one, LOL. Yeah, you know where the Fort Myers post office is? I'm there every Sunday at like 5:00. You can actually buy shirts for babies that have tattoo sleeves. Yeah, I seen those. We had ones for Michael when he was a baby. They were a little more inappropriate than tattoo sleeves. I know they are for the group, but I still want one. When will they be on the site? So the lanyards, I got to figure out how I'm going to do the lanyards, right? Because they get made from a third-party company in bulk, and then they get shipped to me. So I got to figure out how to get them on to the website. We should have a pic with Mike with the big look. Yeah, it was bad. I'm never going back to the goatee. Yeah, it helps to distract from the extra chin, LOL. Which one? The post office I go to is on right off Daniels Parkway. So the big Fort Myers post office right there. Chuck says, I can do that, Lourdes. Come on, Chuck. You gonna do me like that, bro? I am not reading Martin's comment. I'm not reading Martin's comment. I am not going that far. I am not going that far. Martin, you just next level with it, bro. Next level. So, but it's been exciting. It's been exciting. I'm looking forward to the Star of the Seas. I'm looking forward to that. Big beard and long hair. I am by the Lowe's. I have no idea where the Lowe's is. I'll be honest with you. I literally get off the highway. I make my left. I make my right. I go in the back by FedEx. I go to the post office. I leave. I get right back on the highway. So I don't ever like drive around down there. The only other time I drive around is when I stop at the Fort Myers Pilot on the way back from driving to Miami or something like that. So the big hair and big beard. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know if I have that picture on my phone. It might be in the cloud. It was so long ago. It's when I first moved down here. Like everything was so long. Yeah, Chuck just sent me. Why would you send that to me, Chuck? I literally said I was not going to read that comment. I'm scrolling way back. Way back. Way back. To the point like they're not even showing up. Yeah, they're probably all still in the cloud. I mean, I got some massive, like, super long hair. Chuck deleted. Chuck went straight hammer mode on Martin and deleted his comment. I don't doubt this will be a fun cruise. If you do one local, let me know. I do one local every year. This year I took a year off. I didn't do a local one this year. Usually I have one that either goes out of Port Canaveral or Tampa, and we call it the Boats and Bros. And it's not just for bros. We have women go too. Databetic, you can send me an email right here. I'll type it out. Send an email right there. Let's see what else. I think everyone's spouse has a photo of them that they'd rather not no one see. I don't have any of those photos on my phone. I'm so ready, man. I'm so ready to just. I really want to go to Seattle just to make a video and be like, this is how you can get to the hotel by taking the train. That's really what I want to do. Just fly to Seattle, take a train, show you the hotel, go get some food, show you some local food, and then just hop a flight back. Like that's really the idea here. I'm so ready to go. So let's see. We got this one. That's not that bad. This was when Michael was first born. You can see my beard's a little more on the rough side. But I got a picture of me and my oldest son. So you can see like the beard's a little more rough, the hair is a lot longer. I have a picture of me and my oldest son, and I took him to play mini golf, or I took him to, we were fishing or something, and the beard is just like all the way down here, and the hair is just, it was crazy. I could have braided it. Like I could have put it up in a braid. I could have put it up in a man bun. I was one of those guys for a long time. I am down for the next Boats and Bros if I can make the dates work. Yeah, I'm definitely down to get you guys to come down from Canada for the Boats and Bros. That'll be pretty awesome. I know you've been wanting to jump on one for a while, so we definitely got to get that in the works. I'm doing NCL for New Year's Eve next year out of Tampa. Nice. For this coming year, like 26 or 26 into 27. I'm going to be like, this is, I think I'm going to be like, this is me. Hello there. Watch for me coming down the horizon. Hey, why not? Right? Why not? You can always have fun with it. Where do you get your hair done around here? So I get my hair cut at a place called All Stars Barbershop. I've been going to the same guy since I moved here. I don't let anybody else touch my hair. And when he can't cut me, I literally wait until he's available to cut me. My barber's name's JP. He's a white guy with dreads, and he really knows how to cut hair. So I take both my boys to him to get our hair cut. And the only other time somebody else cuts my hair is if I'm in like another country. And then I find a good barber with good reviews. But he's pretty good. He's right over here in Seven Hills, right over at Four Corners. But it's called All Star Barbershop. Are you down here right now, Jackie? Are you guys down here? Awesome. I got Databetics email now so we can keep him in the loop. Warm Strong Adventures in the house. What's going on, Bill? Another one with a birthday this week. That's 2 birthday people in the chat. Or go to Spain to get your haircut. Yeah, like that's what I said. Like there's only a few people I let cut my hair, and it's funny because every time I'm in Spain, that's where I go to get my haircut from the one barbershop. And then I go to my barber here to get my haircut in High Point. Yeah, you're not too far. We really need to connect and link up. Like, you guys are right down the road for me. Yeah, Bill, how's the cruise going? You enjoying it? I'm living through your Facebook stories every day. That I tell you that much. We got 23 watching with 15 likes. Y'all smash that like button. We got 15 more minutes of me talking gibberish. I should have made another cup of coffee. That's what I should have did. I would have never went to sleep. I got a busy weekend this weekend. So tomorrow I got work all day. And then from work I got to come home and then drive 2.5 hours to Kissimmee. And then from Kissimmee on Friday, well, I'm driving to Orlando on Friday, staying the night in Orlando. And then getting up early in the morning on Saturday to go to Little Man's football game Saturday morning in Kissimmee. And then drive home Saturday after the game. Most likely going to do downtown Disney for the day since we're already out there. I can make a little vlog of just enjoying downtown Disney, checking out the Lego store, seeing if they got any upcoming retirement sets. See if they got anything good going on there. And then come home and then go to work on Sunday. So it's a pretty busy weekend. I feel like I don't get a day off. The last 2 weeks I have felt like I've not had a day off. Short cruises can be a lot of fun. Yeah, we love some short cruises. We've had some short cruises. And for those of you who have never been on one of my group cruises, you can talk to Mr. Warmstrong Adventures. He'll let you know. I throw a pretty good group cruise. It's going to be fun. It's going to be real fun. And that group, we had a lot of people in that group. And that wasn't even my group cruise. That was just a regular group cruise and insane. Vic goes to NY's finest on Mariner. Can't remember her guy's name. Yeah, my guy's pretty good. He's been there for a while. I've been to a couple barbers when I first moved down here, and my neighbor, like their son's a barber, and my dad goes to him, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'll stick with my guy. Oh, this guy's cheaper. Nah, I'll stick with my guy. I had the drink package, so I didn't vlog much. It was a birthday cruise, Bill. It was a birthday cruise. You were not required to vlog. And that's a question I got last week from a cruiser that's going on the Alaska group cruise. They're like, why would you book the Star Princess in October if you're having a group cruise in July? Well, I want to because I need to be able to film and vlog and all of that. And when I go to Alaska, I don't want to be vlogging and all of that. I want to be able to spend time with everybody. So going on this cruise in July or in October, it gets all of that stuff out of the way. It gives you guys something to look forward to. You get to look at the ship before you get on it, and you get to enjoy checking out the content of the ship you're getting ready to sail to Alaska on. So I'm able to film and do all of that stuff and not have to stress not being with everybody, right? Because I want to be as inclusive as possible on the group cruise. I want to hang out with everybody. I want to do everything. I want to do all of the things. And in order to do all of the things, I have to be available. If I'm filming, I'm not going to be available. So I'll get all of that done in October, so I don't have to worry about any of that. Oh, and I got in touch with Princess. I'm still waiting on the excursions. So they're still taking a little bit of time, but I got the dining time settled. That's already handled. So we have early dining. So that'll be between 5 and 5:30, depending on the ship. And they'll reach out a little bit closer to sailing to let me know what time we are settled with. But I went with early dining. Mike threw the best group cruise. It was fun. That was a fun cruise. That was called the Booze Cruise. And no, we're not talking about drinking, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking like boo, like as in ghost. It was a Halloween group cruise on the Carnival Glory. This Halloween will be 3 years. Oh, man, it's been so long. It's been so long. Galveston, 4 days to Cozumel. The ship moves those 4 nights. Miami, the ship barely moves. Yeah, and that's why I like sailing out of like the East Coast, right? Depending if you're doing like a quick little 3-day to the Bahamas, it's literally a float and goat. Like that's what I call it, float and goat. Like you just float and you just goat as many beers as you possibly can, become the greatest of all times at drinking. And for those cruises, I really don't do much. Where are you going on the Star in October? It'll be so cool to be able to learn all about the Star Princess in advance. Yeah, it's going to be fun because things are going to be a lot different than the Sun. When I went on the Sun, there was a lot of things that weren't ready. And this one's going to be completely different. Everything's going to be ready. So we go to Marseille, Provence, France. So we board in Barcelona. We go to Provence, France for Marseille. Then we're at sea. Then we're in Rome, Civitavecchia. Then we're in Naples for Pompeii. Then Palmaro, Sicily. At sea, Cartagena, Spain. At sea, the Rock of Gibraltar, Gibraltar, UK. At sea, and then back to Barcelona. And then I board the Mardi Gras the next day. Do you want to book a group dinner for Spellbound? So, I knew that question was going to come up. Here's the problem we're going to run into if we book a group dinner for Spellbound. Spellbound is not included in the specialty dining packages. Spellbound is an additional charge. And the reason it's an additional charge is because it's dinner and a show and the speakeasy and all of that stuff. So there's a lot that comes with it. The problem with it is there is only a real minimal number of guests per dinner. So they keep it small. They keep the numbers relatively low. And the reason they do that is because the parlor show that they put on, that's put on by the Magic Castle, it doesn't hold as many people as you would think a magic show would hold, right? We're talking maybe 30 guests at the most for each dining venue and then each show. So you're really not going to have the capability of booking the whole group if the whole group wanted to go. And I don't think it's fair that we book it and then only 15 or 20 or 30 people get to go out of the whole group. Now, if it's something we can manage to do 2 nights, then that's great. The problem being is I can only eat one dinner and then one show because the speakeasy, it's this whole night out, right? Like I try telling people on the Sun Princess that were so completely baffled by the price that it's a date night. It's 100% a whole date night vibe, right? So like if you and Heather do it, it's a whole night. Expect to mark off from the time you go to dinner to the time you go to bed for that spellbound experience, because you start out by having dinner and then they take you into the speakeasy and you have access to the speakeasy. You can drink as many drinks as you want. You can order as many different drinks as you want. And then it takes you into the parlor show. Well, after the parlor show, they bring you back out to the speakeasy and you have access to the speakeasy until 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning. So you don't have to leave after the show. You can hang out in the speakeasy, relax, talk, order some drinks, have a few cocktails, and just enjoy the night. Martin, it's $150. $150. Me and Chuck both did it on the Sun Princess in April of last year. Let me know if you want places to visit in Barcelona, Marseille, Naples, and Florence. I had the best meals. I'll let you know, Lourdes. I don't think I need anything in Barcelona because we're flying in the day before the cruise leaves. And then I'm just staying at my, typical hotel that I stay at by Marriott. It's attached to the mall. So if I want to grab a quick bite or grab a few things from the mall, that's where I'm at, and then get on the ship. And then when we get back, I'm staying at C211 Apartments because I got to get my hair cut. And that's right around the corner from the barber I have in Barcelona, Spain. Y'all probably think I'm bougie. Like, this guy's got a barber in Spain. He's got a barber in... Yeah. Listen, I'm very particular when it comes to getting my hair cut. And all it takes is one move of a pair of shears or one move of a pair of clippers and it's done, and I gotta buzz my head off. I don't want to have to do that. I'm getting older. The hair's getting a little thinner in areas, so I don't want to have an accidental issue where I'm going to be bald for 14 days. I do put my face on YouTube, and I don't want my hair to look like crap. So I'm getting a lot better than what I used to be. I used to go and get my hair cut less than every 2 weeks. So it was like every 9 days I used to go and get my hair cut. But I don't do that anymore. I go like every 3 to 4 weeks now. Haley and I will make a date night of it. It's worth it. In my opinion, it's well worth it. If you're a sleight of hand magic lover, it's well worth it. It's put on by the Magic Castle, so the people that are doing the performances are world-renowned magicians. The drinks are great. The way they serve the drinks, the way they prepare the drinks is awesome, and things like that. So it was well worth it in my opinion. I would definitely pay the $150, and it's good. Like the way the dinner comes out, the shrimp I had came out on a hand. And it was like magic with the shrimp. Like they had these little seasoned flavor balls. It was really good. It was enjoyable. The barber in Spain, that's bougie. Yeah, man, I have a barber in Spain. Like I shoot him a message when I get there and I'm like, hey, you got any open spots? And he'll let me know if he's got an open spot. And I just stumbled across this barber shop. And me and Chuck, it was April of last year. We got off the Sun Princess and I needed my haircut real bad. Like it was like over 3 weeks since I got my hair cut and my hair was looking bad. I needed to get it cut. I wanted to look better. You know what they say, right? Like a good hair day makes your day better. Like a good haircut makes me feel better about myself. I don't want to have messed up hair. And I'll be honest with you, the reason I cut my hair as often as I do is because I'm on a CPAP machine. So the longer your hair is, the more uncomfortable my CPAP mask is to wear. So the shorter I keep my hair, the better my mask fits around my beard, the better it fits on my head. It's more comfortable. So I stumbled across this barbershop. We were walking down the street and I was like, hey, I need to see if they got open availability. I looked them up online. I looked up their Instagram, looked at all their reviews, and I went in looking for the one specific barber, and he was in there and he was able to cut me, and he did a perfect job. Had my hair 100% the way I like it, on point. And then I got his number. So now when I go, I text him. And I just say, hey, you open? You got availability? What's up, bro? I'm going to be in town. I know I got a picture when I got my hair done. I think I posted it on Instagram. Jubilee, Jubilee, Jubilee. Boost Cruise, Spellbound, HEB. Trying to see, I don't see it. I could have sworn I posted on Instagram. Oh no. I got Martin and Chuck fighting in the group chat as I'm trying to find this picture for y'all. Let's see. All right, so this is when that's Spellbound. Here we go. We talk about Spellbound, right? This was the shrimp. That was the shrimp at Spellbound. That's how it came out. That's how the shrimp came out, Martin. Look at that. That's $300 shrimp, bro. Oh, and they have their own wine. Like their own bottled wine for the Spellbound. It was worth it. I really enjoyed it. It was good. It was very enjoyable dinner, very enjoyable experience. 100% would do it again. The barber's called Why Not? The Why Not Barber Shop in Barcelona. But homeboy like got me hooked up right on point. And it was perfect. Nice little skin fade. Everything was good. Hooked it up. And that's where I'll be going in October to get my haircut. Your hair is very nice. Well, thank you very much, Gay. I appreciate it. Spellbound seems like a better deal than going to Tracy's Crab Shack. I will say this before we end the show. Do not. I love y'all, and I know y'all are coming to Alaska to cruise with me, and y'all expect some guidance, or y'all may not want this guidance, but do not go to Tracy's Crab Shack in Juneau. It's expensive. If y'all want to go somewhere to get crabs, I will tell y'all where to go. There's a great little spot right down the road from Tracy's Crab Shack, and it's cheaper and it's better, and they have a bigger, more extensive menu. So if you don't want crabs, you can get other things. It's a place called Hanger on the Wharf. It's right on the water. It's a great little restaurant. I have plenty of people that send me messages all the time telling me about this place, sending me pictures, sending me all of this stuff. That is where I'm going in Juneau when we get done whale watching, is Hanger on the Wharf. That's where I'm going. Go there. Really, Mama Bedek still talks about Tracy's 5 years later. Yes, Mama Bedek, listen, I love all of y'all, but the price for a pound of king crab legs this season at Tracy's is $100. At Hanger on the Wharf, it's $80. So you're paying more for the conveniency factor of it being right there in port. So, not saying it's not good. I've been there. Y'all have seen the video. I've enjoyed it. I have butter all over me. I have butter all over my face. But Hanger on the Wharf, let me see. The prices for Hanger on the Wharf are significantly cheaper than Tracy's. So before we go, and before I end the show, there's the website. Feel free to check them out. That is where I and my kids and family will be going after we do whale watching in Juneau, because I cannot take the cribs. I cannot take the cribs to the crabs. I cannot take the kids to Alaska without allowing them to experience Alaskan king crab in Alaska. They've had it here. It's just not the same. Being able to have it in Alaska makes a big difference. So that's where we're going to be going. Best hairstylists are Italians or Venezuelans. Trust me, they're the best. With the fade. Yo, fade was perfect. It was on point. Nice skin fade. Oh, man, I can't wait to go back and get my hair cut. JP, if you're listening, bro, this is only when I'm in Europe. It's not when I'm in Florida. You're still the man. I'll see you in a couple weeks to get my hair cut. I will go there where Haley, I will go to where Haley tells me to go. Haley's going to tell you to go to Hangar on the Wharf because you're spending all of your money in Super Chats. And this week, you, again, did not get number one. You weren't even close. You were third. Databetic took that spot like a champ, 100% like a champ. Good boy Martin, as it should be. Okay, he is not going to go where Haley tells him to go. We all know he is lying. Databetic said it. Martin is spending all of his crab money. Haley gonna go have a treat. Haley's gonna have to go treat him. Haley gonna sit there and eat her crabs while Martin's sitting there going, "Can I have a bite? Can I have a bite?" No. Remember all them super chats? You paid for my crab 5 times over. She makes me match the super chats, right? Which means you're double broke. You're buying her crabs, and you know what, Martin? You're buying my crabs. So on that note, I'll see y'all next week. Until next time, y'all know what to do. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. Make sure y'all smash that like button on the way out. And until next time, y'all know what to do. Y'all stay naughty. Oh, wait a minute. We didn't play the promo. Here we go. Here's the promo, and then we'll go. Listen, if y'all want to go, y'all know what to do. Don't judge me. I won't judge you. There's still 4 of y'all in here that didn't smash the like button. And yeah, don't judge me for not having a new promo out. Y'all will see that one next week. I still didn't get it done. Work's been crazy. Kids' life's been crazy. Until next time, I'll see y'all here next week. Oh, peace.